On paper, you guys have one of the more experienced lines in the country. I mean, just with the reps and the starts you bring back. I mean, what do you like about just that experience that you have to work with right now?
First off, I'm just so grateful to be a part of this, unit with all the experience. With all that experience, I think they do a great job of helping the young guys understand the technique, understand the scheme, understand the standards that we expect. So, it's just, great to be a part of.
How have you seen the younger guys from last year, like the early enrollees and the second year guys, like take this step this spring?
Yeah, you see them each day improving, taking steps, focusing on what they're improving that day. Each day, they give us one thing they're going to improve in the run game, one thing in pass pro, and they work at it. And it's it's up and down. I mean, it's every rep is something different happens, but you see them improve, and that's what you're after, right, at the end of the day. So,
how valuable is a guy like Justin Evans who? And he went in at center for you for at least a snap last year, and I know he's worked some there this spring, just that he can play both those spots.
Yeah, the thing about Justin is he's a tough guy. And he's very in tune with understanding what we're trying to get done. And everyone looks at him like he's this big, this, and this, but he's way bigger than how he looks. The way he plays, the standard he holds himself to. And just being a part of the unit, he does a great job. But his biggest attribute is his toughness, and I love that.
You kind of do that against Tony White's defense. Kind of helped.
Oh, it's the best. I love it.
Is it? Can you expand on that a little bit more? Like why? Like what are the benefits? What are the negatives about it?
It's just it keeps you on your toes.
You kind of knew that about Evan Jenkins when you recruited him. Remember you said
Justin Evans, yes sir.
Yeah. That he was he was tough. How did you gauge that when you were recruiting him? Because you got here and you kind of had to figure that out pretty quickly.
There's ways to study that when you study a high school film. Just in general, if you see an offensive lineman on film hitting people, like not turning away or like looking blocks in, and they're willing to hit people, to me that shows a sign of toughness. So that's what you look for. And then obviously if you play hard, and then he was a wrestler and all those different things. So those are some things that you study on film.
What's the biggest step you've seen Teddy, or that he can take with a full runway into the season with, being out there?
Just the reps, improving with reps, having a whole offseason lifting, is still a work in progress, but just getting him stronger and stronger and stronger and being able to understand the rigors of playing that position, right? So, and everything in general with the offensive line position. So,
what's Mazzccua's camp been like? How have you seen him evolve and progress in this program?
Micah's improving every day. He's taking to the standard well. He's fitting in with the guys, and you just see improvements every day. He's obviously a experienced guy that's played a lot of games, but you just see him, working at things that we're working on, right? Because you come from a different place and different, techniques, and we do things a little different here. So, he's actually really taken to it, and he's improving every day, which is awesome to see.
It's another year in this program for Ben Scott and for Bryce Benhart, who both could have left and played the next level probably. What can it do for those? Are there things that relate to both of them that being here for another year can do?
Yeah, absolutely. The communication piece, understanding how we teach them to see the game and then taking it upon themselves, right? Obviously the center for us, we put a lot on their plate. They're the quarterback of the offensive line, and then Bryce, everything slows down every day. It slows down for him, and the technique is improving each day with them. Obviously Ben coming from somewhere else and Bryce having different techniques when I first got here, and it takes time. The way we do things, and it's kind of unconventional. So you see improvements with that every day.
With the spring setup, 3 teams, 3 fields. Has that been beneficial for you to see, a lot of reps for some of those younger guys? Has that been a good evaluation tool?
Absolutely. You learn how to play football by playing football. So getting live reps against defensive guys, and the thing about playing offensive line is like the one other positions, but it's the position you got to figure it out sometimes, right? And figure it out together and figure it out with one set of eyes. So that's you can't take that away from all those reps that they're getting.
What kind of improvement have you seen from Gunnar Gatula after being here early last year as an early enrollee?
Gunner's doing a great job. He's gotten stronger, more mobile with our great strength staff, and you see his body changing with the type of nutrition staff we got with Miss Kristen, and then just the understanding of what we expect and the standard of outworking your opponent, and the technique that he's playing with is getting better each day. So very, very, very proud of Gunner, how hard he worked to just keep improving. So.
What specifically would you look for on Saturday when you guys go through some live scrimmaging?
Just figuring out solutions to what's going on out there. Seeing if we can, zero penetration in the run game we talk about. If we give the backs the line of scrimmage, we may have a good play. And then obviously protecting the quarterback. So, and then you go out there and it's like a game, right? So they got to figure things out by themselves, right? It's not scripted. So, understanding situations, right? What's the situation? And, just going out there and playing together.
How have you seen Turner help out, even though he's in the green jersey right now?
Yeah, Turner.
Could he be a guard tackler when he gets back?
Yeah.
Or what are you thinking?
Yeah, Turner can play any position, I think. But Turner, Teddy, Bryce, Ben, like all the veteran guys, Justin, Micah, you see Micah out there, they all help the young guys, and that's the kind of culture you want to build. And now, the room kind of runs itself, right? And that's what you want to get to, that point where, we understand the expectations and they understand it as well, and then they're taking it upon themselves, right? Because it's all about the team first, right? And then their teammates, and then self last. So.
Go ahead. What's it like for you to be on the field and see Dylan do his thing? It's got to be the first time that you've been in this position as his uncle, to watch him operate from that close up.
Yeah, it's awesome. Family's everything for us, right? And just seeing him and how he's becoming part of the team and understanding the standard and understanding the expectations every day. And not only Dylan, you watch Danny do it, you watch Heinrich do it, you watch Luke Longval do it, Jack Walkie, all those quarterbacks work really hard. So, for us, it's a comfort level,
How much do you talk protection with Dylan?
Whenever we can, that's the only thing that I really know that I can help him with. So, if he has questions, he'll ask, and any of those quarterbacks, we'll talk protections with him and help him out in that way. So,
What made Ruquan a nice candidate to switch over to the offensive line last season and fully go here this spring?
Yeah, Rue's really, really working hard at learning the plays, and then learning obviously the technique that is expected of him. So each day you see him get better and better and better and better. So that's exciting. He's a willing guy, man. He's a team guy. Love everything about Rocco Buckley.
Which guy are you most pleased with right now?
All of them.
You said the way that you teach things is a little bit unconventional. What do you mean by that? What makes the way you do things more unique than maybe other places?
The biggest thing is we block with our knuckles up. We don't grab people, right? Because holding encourages lazy blocking. So we don't teach holding. We don't teach grabbing people. We block with our knuckles up. So that's the biggest thing, right? Where you go around most places, I'm not sure how they do it, but that's how we do it here. So.
All good. All right.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, Jaden.